I'm just going to go over which version of FC26 should you pre-order to get the best advantage, and of course for the best benefits. Is it worth getting the Ultimate Edition over the Standard Edition? We're going to go through all of that. So first of all, look, pre-order, look, it starts on the EA app. It starts on the 26th, but technically you can play the game a bit earlier. If you go to pre-order now, we're just going to choose PlayStation as an example, and you can see we've got both. So we can just going to put continue to the PlayStation Store for both. So you can see right now you can buy the Ultimate Edition for £89.99. If you have EA Play, you do get a discount. It's about 10%. And you can buy the Standard Edition for £70. And don't forget, you get the dual entitlement, so you can play the PS4 and the PS5 version as well. Now, the question is, which one do you get? Don't forget, it is PS5 Pro Enhanced as well. The question is, which one do you get? I think it's pretty much an obvious choice. You can even see, even for example, on Xbox, the prices are very much similar. So you can see, for example, on Xbox, the Ultimate Edition here, again with EA Play, you can actually get the trial for EA Play, which I'll show you how to do in a second, and you can save 10% here. And again, it's basically the same price. You can see. So if you're asking me, personally speaking, you'd probably want to lean towards getting the Ultimate Edition. Now, why would you want to get the Ultimate Edition? Now, this is the most important, right? So we can see over here, if we go over to pre-order, and we're just going to scroll down here, so you can see these are the benefits. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom into this. So if you pre-order by the 26th, and by the way, I don't have an EA creator code, so anyone that's asking me, I do not have an EA creator code, unfortunately not yet. Hopefully maybe I'll get one soon. But if you pre-order by the 26th of August, you will get a Football Ultimate Team 1 of 15 untradeable icons from launch. Now, does that mean you're probably going to be getting R9 Ibrahimovic? I don't know. Maybe it could be included, but it could be like a base version of that card. So it won't be, for example, the top R9, or maybe it could be, but your chance of getting that player would be very low. Don't expect it to be 1 in 15 chance as a literal statistic. There could be a 0.0001% chance you get Ronaldo, but I think the fact you get the icon untradeable is still a good step going forward for Ultimate Team. If you need that player when the game comes out for chemistry, I think it's quite vital. Then you have, as you can see, in FC25, you get 1 of 5 player picks. You get a 93 plus overall icon untradeable, and you get a play evolution. We don't know what the play evolution is. That's for FC25. So when you buy this, remember, this is only for FC25, the benefits. So let's say, I don't know, let's say you pre-order by 26th of August, you get the FC25 benefits as well. Only FC26, you get the icon. Then you get 7 days early access. So I believe if the game starts on the 26th September, that's the official release date, then you can play from the 19th. So the 19th is a Friday. Friday the 19th, you can play the game early, and you'll get 6,000 FP points over 2 months. So not in one go. That's very interesting. We're going to come back to that in a second. Then you get the Season 1 Premium Pass, which is probably worth about, could be worth about £10-ish. I don't know what the price is when the game comes out. And an additional player evolution slot as well. That is very interesting. Does that mean you can do 2 players, either of them at the same time? If so, that will be another key benefit. Now, if we work this out mathematically speaking, 6,000. If you type in buy FP points, we can go over here, and you can see, for example, PlayStation Store. What we're going to do is we're going to buy what would be the number. So let's say 5,100. So you're getting about £45 worth of FP points, or let's just say £40 just with EA Play to make matters a bit more simple. So you're getting £40 worth of FP points, which we'll go over. And the season pass, we don't know how much exactly it will cost, because the season pass, we know the price in FP points now, but it might not be 1,000 FP points when the game comes out. But let's just assume it's 1,000 FP points for the sake of it. You're getting that as well. So for actually the price that you're paying for Ultimate Team players, I think you realistically want to be going towards the Ultimate Edition. I think realistically, to get for a £20 difference, is it really worth it? Maybe you can argue there's some third-party sites. We'll go over that in a second. Then you get the player manager. So you get 3 icon players for career, a 5-star coach in manager career, a 5-star youth scout in manager, a manager live content challenge, 1 archetype unlock consumable, and 1 archetype consumable, which we don't know what that is yet. Now, what's interesting here is you can see this is where the asterisk is. So pre-order offer on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 does not include the FC25 pre-order bonus. Okay. It says you must complete the steps to obtain the initial FC points distribution by June 15th, 2026. If you redeem after 15th, so that's for next year. Okay, so the thing is, you must complete the steps to obtain the initial FC points distribution. So does that mean you get 6,000 FP points all in one go when the day the game comes out? Then it's worth it. If maybe you get it every once a week, or I don't know, it's distributed throughout, maybe I'm not too sure. If you get like 800 FP points every week, I'm honestly not too sure. That's the only caveat. But I think for everything else that's involved, if you're talking about, let's be realistic here, a £20 difference. Honestly, I think you're better off just getting the Ultimate Edition. I think the only time you'd probably want to get Standard Edition is if, for example, let's say you don't care about playing the game early. Let's say you play Manager mode, or let's say you play Career mode. You're a very casual player. Then I can understand why you just want the Standard Edition. But you still want to get, as they call it, as they call it, the pre-order bonus. So yeah, but you get dual entitlement for both the Standard Edition as well. But I think for everyone that's playing Ultimate Team for the price of £20, given how much you get back in FP points, given the fact you get the Season 1 Premium Pass, and you get the additional Evolution slot, I think it's very much worth it. Now, something they don't actually mention here, which is interesting. Where is it? I think I saw something. Hang on. So you can see, like, limited time only. You get a 20 Football Ultimate Team Play Evolution for EA Sports FC25. Pre-order it by 20th of August, and you also receive an exclusive Evo that boosts any player's shooting attribute to 99. Now, don't forget, this is for FC25, not for 26. So, I think it's worth it. I think, if you're asking me, I think it's genuinely worth paying for the Ultimate Edition. I think for the sake of £20, you're getting much more value, you could argue, in £20. But I think if you are going to be an Ultimate Team player, I think there is without a shadow of a doubt, you should be getting, I'll be honest, the Ultimate Team version.